Hello, welcome back to Outlandish Claims, everyone. I am Adam. In the other upper corner, we have Demetrius. In the lower corner, in the Seattle gear, we have Mr. Mike. And of course, in the Knicks gear, we have Mr. Gio. Gentlemen, I appreciate you all being here. There were some technical issues on the first try with this, so we had to redo it during the week. So I really appreciate y'all giving me some time to take care of this. Gentlemen, your Cy Young picks were who?
I could go first. So I'm definitely going to turn a lot of heads when I reveal these two, but I'm going to start with the NL, and I'm going to put a smile or strike the fear of God into my fellow brother Demetrius Edward George, my play cousin's heart. For the NL, we've got none other than Jacob deGrom, okay? We got Jacob deGrom taking home the Cy Young Award for the New York Mets in the 2021 season. And let me tell you why. Okay, this brother over the years has officially, and I don't think it's close, emerged as the ace for this team. Ever since Matt Harvey has been on the decline, or had been on the decline before he left New York, since that World Series appearance. So when you talk about what that team used to be, they used to be built around that starting five of pitching, talking about Wheeler, Matz, Harvey, Syndergaard, and deGrom. deGrom has clearly been the most consistent out of all of those guys ever since that World Series appearance. And so when you add the fact that they have new management, they have new ownership, and they have a bunch of new players on the offensive side that is finally going to give him that offensive support and leeway that he needs to combine with that ERA. I think that it's a no-brainer. I think that it's seamless. And I think that while you can go with a bunch of other contenders, I think Blake Snell is going to be a very, very trendy pick playing for the Padres this year. But for me, I like what the Mets have been doing. I've been very vocal about that. And so for me, I see Jacob deGrom leading that staff this year, man. I just can't help myself. And I really can't help myself with where I'm about to go for this next one. We got none other than Garrett Cole for the New York Yankees, okay? And when we talk about the New York Yankees, I've also been very vocal, and I think we've all been very clear. The Yankees better win AL East this season. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to talk about no George Springer and the Blue Jays. I don't want to talk about the revamped culture with the Boston Red Sox and LeBron with the minority ownership. Okay, that's cool. Supporting the black community, I feel that. Okay, I don't want to hear about the Orioles. I don't even know who plays for the Orioles anymore. I don't think anybody knows who plays for the Orioles. Now, obviously, that's sarcastic, but let's be real. We know the Orioles. The Orioles is a bunch of birds. That's what they is, right? So when you look at that division in the AL East, top to bottom, the Rays, in my opinion, are also going to take a step back based off of who they lost. I think that it's going to be a lot on Arozarena's shoulders from an offensive perspective, and then who knows is really going to, emerge as that true bona fide healthy ace within that pitching staff. I think that we all agree that it's most likely to be Tyler Glasnow, but we just don't know. You know what I'm saying? He might have a glass jaw. Whoever knows? I don't know.
Why did Chris Archer troll the Pirates again?
Be hilarious. He wins Cy Young. He's like, I'm out of Pittsburgh. Cy Young time.
Right, exactly. And so I think that you have a situation where not only do the Yankees understand and feel the pressure, but there's going to have to be somebody that emerges from that rotation and really takes control, like what needs to happen. I don't think that it's going to be Herman. I don't think that it's going to be any of these other guys that they've been bringing in. Is Tanaka even still like?
No, he's gone. He's in Japan again.
So Tanaka's done. And so that leaves Garrett Cole. I think that it's going to be a very productive season for him, and that's who my top two picks are for the AL and NL, respectively.
All right, I'm going to go because I'm going to get it done quick here. My two picks, straightforward. Number one, Tyler Glasnow. I don't really see anybody else. And, I mean, the fact that he's working on a new slider now, I really find that to be even more devastating for batters. They're getting used to his fastball curves combo, and the slider is going to make things a lot more interesting, I think. But I would say his changeup. I would say watch out for the changeup this year. I feel like it's going to be more effective than the slider, just because that's just my prediction right there. Secondly, NL, I have Steven Strasburg. He had a really bad year last year, obviously with injuries. It was a short year anyway. Thankfully, he used a shortened year to recover. He should hopefully be back in time for opening day. Fingers crossed. You never know. Could be, could maybe not. But he'll be back for most of the season. And I expect that the Nationals will see what they paid that semi-record-breaking contract to Steven Strasburg. They'll see it through. They'll see a good return on investment this year. And I say semi-record-breaking because the Nationals have not shelled out that much money for anybody ever until him.
I'm going to make it simple as well because I also agree that Tyler Glasnow wins the AL Cy Young. I do want to think Garrett Cole has a rebound season, even though he had like an ERA under 3 last year and like a couple starts. But I feel like Glasnow learning a third or possibly adding a fourth pitch is definitely going to help. He's already got the nastiest curveball in the league and his fastball at triple digits. So, you know how Tampa Bay pitching is. He'll be good. As long as he stays healthy, though. If he's not healthy, different story. But I think this is the year with the 6-man rotation they're going to try and do. He'll actually be healthy most of the season. And then for the NL, the popular pick would be Jacob deGrom. But I'm going to stay within the division and go Sixto Sanchez. Mainly because after the season he had last year, granted it was a very short season, he looks very promising. He was part of the reason why the Marlins went to the playoffs in the first place. Him and Sandy Alcantara, nice 1-2 punch in the rotation. But Sixto was a solidified ace when you watched, and he passed the eye test for sure. And I think he takes that next step into this season. I don't think it was a 60-game season fluke. I think he's actually that good. And even if hitters try to adjust to his pitching style, he's still got the stuff and the mentality, plus the coaching behind Don Mattingly to take that next step into becoming a true ace for the Marlins for the future. Those are my 2 picks.
Am I the only one who's underrating the Mets at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, I'm a Rays fan. I'm giving the most heat toward the Rays. I feel like it comes with the territory. Whatever team you're a fan of, you're gonna give them the most heat while loving them the most.
Yeah.
So it comes naturally. So I don't blame you for it.
Fair. Because piggyback on what Mike has mentioned about Jacob deGrom, Jacob deGrom has basically been like a polar opposite of what Tim Lincecum did. Jacob deGrom's hair is gone. He wins 2 Cy Youngs. So that being said, my American League Cy Young, pretty easy. Tyler Glasnow, the dude is some nasty stuff. Learning a third pitch? Yeah, okay. Break the game, why don't you? I'm going to continue with my National League Cy Young bid with the most outlandish of claims in that Blake Snell doesn't win the NL Cy Young, but Yu Darvish does.
Yeah, that's stretchier than Mr. Fantastic right there, let me tell you.
We saw what happened in Texas. We saw what happened in Chicago. And dear Lord, we saw what happened in Los Angeles. So I think Yu Darvish coming over to join what is a stacked big 3 of pitching in San Diego with Blake Snell and Joe Musgrove. I think Yu Darvish emerges out of that and wins the Cy Young.
But that will do it for the Cy Young picks. Tune in next time to find out who we pick for MVP. Gentlemen, thank you again for joining me. We'll see you next time.